Welcome to your menopause muscle this wonderful, beautiful July day. 5 minutes of warm up starts right now. Let's start with those finger flicks. Turn up my tunes. Warm up our finger joints. Just start to take in some deep breaths. Set your mind. All right, wrists. Excellent. Go the other direction. Try this quick little brain break if you have time. Got Spock fingers or live long and prosper. And then the opposite. That'll warm up the fingers too. All right, reach and pull. Biceps, shoulders, chest. And nice strong stance. Adding on a little squat whilst we reach. So sitting that bum back, just checking in with our knees, right? And bracing up that core. Adding on a butt kick, side to side as you come up. You can go a little bit lower, or maybe you're stepping out a little bit wider, and then back to regular. That's kind of fun. Out, out, in. One more time. Out, out, in. Reach and pull, hip flexors. Now, instead of reaching forward, now we're reaching up and down. Let's take our feet out nice and wide and warm up our hips. Speaking of hips, I've got my hip anatomy exam today. Wish me luck. All right. Little bit of rotation if it feels okay. Maybe you're wanting to lift up your toes. All right, let's roll those shoulders around a few times. Check in with the ankles while we do that. That's like rubbing your belly, or what is that? Patting your head. You rub. What am I saying? Patting your belly, rubbing your head, or however that works. Okay, other direction with a tap of that toe. And then we'll pull toe up and push it down. Just checking with the back of that leg. And then other side. Pulling, just noticing how that calf is feeling. All right, let's just quickly do our exercises without weights. We still have at least 2 minutes of warm up. So suitcase squats, hip distance or slightly wider. Weights could be here, or weights could be there, or weights could be here. We put them down, we come up. So we want to try not to lean too much, but yeah, of course, there's going to be a little bit of a lean. Then we have our side raises. If we're going heavy, we're alternating. If we have light weights today, we can even straighten our arms out. Then we have our deadlift with a row. Sometimes it's called a pendlay row. So we're going to hinge down into our deadlifts, and then we're going to row. Bring it back to our shins and come up. We'll do wide rows. Unless your shoulders are really sore, then give me some narrow ones. Overhead press, tricep. We'll add on extra triceps. Then we have our bridges. Okay, so then we're heading down. We'll have our bridge. So heavy weight, and we'll march up and down. And then we'll do one round where we're going out, out, in. And then we're going to grab that heavy weight, or not. You can grab two moderates. And we're going to do some weighted crunches like so. I mean, ankle weights would be cool here too if you had a set. Alrighty, let's get started. Suitcase squats to start with. Heavy. Maybe you've been keeping track of the weights you've been lifting. I think I did 35s last week. And that's the one I'm going to do this week. All right, suitcase squats. Oh boy, where did you guys go? Oh, you're still there. Okay.
I'm here. My dog locked my computer.
Okay, good. Still here. Awesome. Awesome. Chest up, brace belly, 6 to 8. Okay, here. Oh, 6, 5. Bum goes a little bit back. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can do 2 more, give me 2 more. I can. I think I should have went heavier. Weights down. Open and close those hands a little bit. Pick up moderate to heavy weights for our side raises. Side raise is probably a little less than what I'd say you're doing for biceps, but that depends. I'll come in. All right, let's shoulders back, elbows by our sides, side to side. I'm going to alternate. 6, 6, 5, 5. Trying to keep that jaw relaxed. 3 more. 3, 3, 2, 2. Here comes the last one. Boom. Oh, now that was heavy enough weight. If I really didn't want to do the last rep. Deadlift with our row at the bottom. Great for our core, back body, and our biceps. I'm going to do 25s. Hip distance with those feet. Weights in front of us, or maybe just slightly down the sides of our thighs. Hinge at hips. Let's go down, down now, row wide. In, down, and come up. That's 1 rep. Do it again. Now try not to go too fast. Using all the muscles that we can recruit here. Halfway through. 3 more. 2 more. Now brace that belly. Make sure that core is supported. Last one. If you can, do 1 more. Or maybe even you do just the deadlifts if you wanted to challenge the legs a little more. Overhead press with our tricep extension back behind us. 1 heavy or 2 moderate. I'm going to do 1 25-pound weight. Bringing it over here. Brace. Now, you know what? You don't have to go shoulder to shoulder on this one. They're pretty heavy. Let's bring it up. Overhead press, tricep back behind us. That's 1 rep. Bring it down. Brace. There's 2, 3. With control, that upward one is pretty hard. This is 4, 5. 1 more, but try to give me 2 tricep extensions or presses. 1. Maybe you can do more than this. I think I could only do 2. Weights down. With control, meet me on the floor. Bridge walkouts, and then weighted crunches. You could have 1 big weight plate or something like that. I'm going to go with 40 pounds or 2 20-pound dumbbells. On the hips. Feet close to bum. Get a good grip. Make sure those shoulders are planted. All right, so we come up into bridge and we march. March. Oh, try to make sure those shoulders are down. This is tough. Brace your core. Shoulders stay down. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. I can do 2 more. Try not to let your head hold your body. Now give me up and down, just 3. 3, 2, 1. One weight can go off to the side. And the other weight's going to come in over top of chest. Press that low back down. All right. Now, you don't have to use the weight. Now open everything up. Maybe tap that weight back behind your head as your heels touch the floor. And then bring it back in. 8, 7. It's okay to bend your knees. 6, but keep your low back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help yourself up. Grab a quick drink, towel down. Round 2 starts. Squats. Suitcase squats. Alrighty. Heavy weights. Let's go. Now, oh yeah, remember I told myself I was going to lift a little bit heavier for this round. The heaviest ones I got are 40s. All right, let's go. Suitcase squats. Start now. 6, 5. Exhale on the way up. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you went light, give me 2 more. Or maybe you can do 2 more. Side raises. Next. Yeah. 20s, I think. Oh, sorry. Now I realize I've been lifting. Oh, there it is. No, 120 and 115. Side raises. Let's do it, guys. Let's go. 6, 6. Brace. 5. Maybe you're doing 2 at the same time. 3 more. 3, 3. Oh, we got 1 more. 2, 2. Oops, that was 1, not 2. Weights down. Deadlift with that row. Maybe this time we go for narrow rows. But remember, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Elbows graze the rib cage. Pick up your weights. Oh my. 120. So my weights are going to be more to the side. Let's go. Downs, slow and easy, brace core, then row narrow. That's 1. 2, 3. Think of pulling those elbows back and up. 2. Last one. Actually think I can do a couple more. You choose what you want to do. Brace that core. Last one. Weights down. Overhead press. Tricep extensions. We hit the front of the shoulders, backs of those arms. 1 heavy or 2 moderate. Internet's holding out. We actually ordered a new Starlink, so might get even better. Press up and back. There's 6, 5. Brace. We're halfway there, but we have 3 tricep extensions or presses this time. This is your last one like this. Now give me 3 more tricep. 3, brace that core. 2, 1, weights down. Meet me down on the floor, bridge. We're walking forward and back. And then our weighted crunches. Help yourself down. Choose your weights. Hand toss. I'm going 1 heavy across the hips this time. All right, shoulder blades grounded. It's super important. Hips, heels close to hips because we're going to walk them forward, forward, back, back. Ready? Let's come up. Brace that belly. You can have your hands here, kind of support for that weight. Let's go out and in. We're going with the left foot first. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. One more. Now, right foot goes first. Right, left, left. Keep those hips high. We got one more. Weight off to the side, especially if it's a big, heavy guy. Probably don't want to use that for your abs, right? Be safe. Press that low back right down onto the floor. Bring it in. Maybe, if you want to, we'll press it up. So I'm trying to touch my shoelaces right here, but my low back is down. Now open everything up. Open it up. Now bend your elbows, bend your knees, crunch in. Now press up. Do it again. Open it all up. Crunch in. Press up. We got 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one if you can. Weights down with control. Grab a quick drink, towel down. And toss, check my nails. Grab your drink. Now let's get on to that 3rd round. Starting with our suitcase squats. Heavy heavies, if you can handle it. All right, heavies are over here. You can still see me. Okay. Last round. Let's go, my friends. Brace. And let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. 2. All right. 1. 2 more if you can. Weights down. Okay. Okay, just okay. You know, love it. Side raises. I'm gonna go lighter and wider for this one, just to mix it up a bit. Get more core. All right. Now, make sure those weights don't go back behind you. They're slightly in front. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. Breathe and brace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Nice. Okay, deadlift with wide row. Back to that wide row. Well, let's do like a fly row. So palms face each other, and we're going out like this. So first we had this, then we had this, Now we kind of have a combo of that. So think a little more challenging on the back when we're in that bent over position. Let's go down, row, and then come up. Bum goes back. Take the time to set up that row. Hinge, wide fly, and up. 3 more. Push that floor away. On the way up, push into it with those feet. We got 1 more. Guys, give me 2 more deadlifts, just the deadlifts, no arms. Down, down, up, up. 1 more. Waist down. Overhead press, tricep extension. Then we're down on the ground. We're going to cut it right in half this time. 4 just overhead presses, 4 tricep presses. Ready? Brace and breathe. 4, 3, 2. I lied. Let's do 2 more. 1. Hold it up. 6 presses, triceps. 6. 5, if you can. 4, 3, 2. Maybe that's enough for you. Give it a rest now. Or give me 2 more. 1, 2. Weights down. Meet me on the ground. Marching bridges and our abs. Okay. Heavy, heavy if you can. On the top of those hips. Put it there first. Then roll back. So just our march up and down instead of forward and back. Up we go. Maybe you're using your fingers to hold that weight there. Let's march up and down. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. 1 more like this, and we're going to do regular bridges up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold up, and we'll pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold up for 4 breaths. Breathe and brace. 2 more breaths. On your exhale, lower down to the ground. Weight off to the side. Grab a lighter weight for those crunches. All right. You can do your presses. Just be careful, have a good grip on those weights. We press up, and then shoulder blades go down, and we tap back behind our head. There's 6. When you press up, shoulder blades come off, and then they go down. 5, 4, 3. Keep that low back down. 2. Last 1. Weights off to the side. There we go. All right. We got a plank with foot straight leg taps. If your feet feel okay, as your plyo. It's humid in there. All right. 1 minute long plank with taps or mountain climbers. If your toes feel good, I still got an injured foot. All right, so let me get this guy set up here. You ready? It can be a forearm plank hold, mountain climbers, straight leg taps. 1 whole minute. We got this. Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brace. So you could be tapping your feet straight leg or some mountain climbers. Or maybe doing burpees. I don't care what you do. Just make sure you're being challenged. You're 20 seconds in. Great job, girls. Brace and breathe. Belly nice and strong. You're halfway there. It is okay to take a break, catch your breath, and get back in. I'm going to drop down to a forearm here. We've got 20 seconds left. Hips. Make sure those hips aren't up above those shoulders. 15 seconds. Whew. Hope you two got air conditioning. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you were doing burpees, just kind of march that out a bit. If you were with me, let's bring 1 foot forward. Do our twist. So we'll bring that hip flexor down and then reach the opposite arm up or just put it on that low back. Breathe. We'll shift back, stretch our hamstring here. Getting a little bit of a quad stretch if you bring that foot, hip right back towards your heel. That depends on how your knee feels. So, but see, that's that same position we have for our quad. Okay, let's switch the other side. Firstly, let's do that twist, shift hips forward, reach up or top, put that on that low back. Now shift back. Maybe you're doing that hamstring. Maybe you're shifting right back. Holy macaroni. All right, walk it forward. We'll push to a fold. Stretch the spine a little if it feels okay to have your head low. Maybe you walk your hands over to one side for a breath or two. And then the other side. I'm going to come into a half lift, so nice strong back. Then a chair, a little cat-cow here on the way up. Let's do 2. We'll be crossing one ankle over. Pigeon pose, maybe you need that wall. Sit it back. And only if that balance feels great, grab the other hand, shoulder stretch. Then we'll press into that supporting foot, stand tall. You could grab here for a quad. I already did my quad, so I'm just doing tricep. But you could be doing a quad stretch, heel to bum, holding that foot. Other side for the tricep and or quad stretch. And then we're crossing that ankle over, sitting it back. Might have done the same one, but hopefully you did it. Bring it across. Breathe. Hands are going to come back behind us as we stand up nice and tall, chest stretch. Draw those shoulders down and back. The opposite of that, space between our shoulders, chest kind of tucked in. We'll be reaching up, a little tip over to one side, both feet stay down. Nice and long, other side. Cactus arm. Shoulder roll. And you're done for the day. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. see you guys maybe Monday. Have some pause, stop it.